to block President Trump's national emergency for border wall funding after the House voted on a resolution to stop it. Let's bring in Republican Representative Debbie Lesko. We welcome you to the show. Debbie, great to see you.
Thanks for having me.
So you serve on both the Homeland Security and the Judiciary Committees. What's your reaction to this pushback by Republicans here?
Well, you know, I totally support President Trump. I live in a border state, Arizona, and I've been down to the border. So there is a crisis at our border. I've spoken to Border Patrol agents, the boots on the ground, and officials. They have said there's a crisis at the border, and they have also said that a fence is needed as part of the solution. So, you know, there may be some Republicans in the Senate that are pushing back at the president. I certainly am not. I'm totally supportive. I know there's a national emergency, and the president's #1 responsibility to our citizens is to protect us, and that's exactly what he's doing.
Congresswoman, Republican Lisa Murkowski and also Lamar Alexander are pushing back too. They're saying this is taking money away from the Pentagon needs and they're prioritizing Congress's power of the purse here. Does this weaken the Republicans' position on tough border security?
You know, everybody can have different positions, and I certainly want to protect military construction funding. I have Luke Air Force Base in my district, and so I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that we keep that funding there. But the truth is that let's say the president gets down to the military construction funding from the other buckets that he can choose from first. You know, we can always give more money, the Congress can give more money to these military projects, and that's certainly what I would support.
Yeah, that's what Richard Shelby is saying too. Let's get to Republican Senator Ted Cruz slamming Democrats on their opposition to the border wall. Listen.
Look, I think there's a technical description for what's going on, which is that Democrats have gone bat crap crazy.
So do you agree with Senator Cruz here?
Well, I think they've totally gone overboard, and I think it's going to help Republicans. I mean, come on. They are now advocating for illegal aliens over U.S. citizens. It is becoming clearer and clearer to me. Not only have they blocked the border fencing, but we had really good legislation last year on immigration reforms that would have solved a lot of these problems. And not one single Democrat in the U.S. House of Representatives voted for it, even though it included legal status for DACA recipients.
Yeah, you know, that's interesting that you bring that up, because Democrats are now set to reintroduce the DREAM Act on March 12th. It's still mystifying why Chuck Schumer did not, and the Democrats did not bring up DACA in the government shutdown. Why did that happen?
You know, I cannot speak for them. The only thing that I can conclude is that the Democrats care more about illegal aliens than they do U.S. citizens. And then when you combine that with their new...
that's your opinion. I hear what you're saying.
With their new crazy bill on election reform, where they would automatically register everyone in the country to vote, including illegals. I mean, you know, I don't know what they're up to, but I think they're definitely overreaching, going into socialism, against border security, against ICE. I mean, government-controlled Medicare, health care for all. They're going overboard, and I think the American people are going to see exactly what they're up to.
Republican Congresswoman Debbie Lesko, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Really appreciate it.
I thank you, too.
Let's take you next to Venezuela.